to the west, to the east. From my getting money out here grinding in the street. In my city, 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 my city.
Special episode of the Kinfolk Korner. We're coming live from Whitthorne Middle School. It is basketball media day for the men's basketball team. So today we're going to get a few interviews with the coaches, a couple of important guys in the community. Y'all will recognize them when you see them, as well as getting the expectation from the leaders of the basketball team, a few of the 8th graders and some of the 7th graders. Just going to kind of give their aspects on how this season is going to go and what they're looking forward to. All right, so with all of that being said, we're going to go on and get in here, y'all. We're going to take the Korner into Whitthorne Middle School, post it up, get ready, enjoy, boom. Welcome, y'all. We're live from the Whitthorne Middle School Media Day. I'm sitting here with Coach Jeremy Brown. We appreciate you allowing us to come out here, man, and have the opportunity to, mingle and fellowship with you and the team.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all coming, doing this for me. Man, big thanks to y'all.
All right, so we know you're busy. We got to get you in and out. So this year, man, you got there's a new element to your team that you're gonna have this year. I mean, you lost some big guns, man. 2 6-footers, your floor general, So, kind of what's your outlook on the season coming into this year?
Man, pretty much kind of wide open. It's a new season, a lot of new beginners. That I had to pick up some big boys because they ain't never played basketball, but I had to get them just because they were big. So it's gonna be a learning process. Like this year, I'm gonna really have to coach. I can't just sit back. I really got to teach the game of basketball this year and show them how to win.
Right. Right. I mean, coming from your background, I mean, this is where you won multiple championships here. And then taking the pedigree, as y'all know this is my right-hand man right here. We've been kicking it ever since we can remember. Went through Columbia Central together, even with the Motlow, together and well. So, with all that being said, how are you going to take the experience that you had to be able to mend and mold these kids, to be able to be competitive this year?
Man, just the winning mentality. Just taking this winning mentality. Teaching them fundamentals, instead of preaching to them about this and that, teaching them more fundamentals, and just preaching them hard work, but I tell them all the time, I can teach you everything about basketball, but I can't teach your heart,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I tell them I'm a small ball player, 5'7", but nobody's heart was bigger than mine.
Right.
So, I teach them the mentality that I had of being a small, but being a 7-foot on the court. So that's the biggest thing that I like to preach to them.
Right. Because as we know, height doesn't have anything to do with your success. I mean, we were 6 foot and under, and went to the state, and I've had the privilege to be out here with these guys, and I've worked with them and seen them. And I mean, the talent is there. Usually when you see a team lose as much as you lost, you will be able to see the drop off. But it's really not that big of a drop off. You know what I mean?
Right.
But again, your expertise, you teaching them and things of that nature, I think everything is going to be a success. Is there anything deeper that you want to get on with your team? Who's going to be your leader this year?
Man, my leader, I got one returning starter, Dakari Parks. He could play. He really probably one of the best 7th, 8th graders in the nation, really. He played up in every summer. He playing up. He fundamentally sound. He can really play. He's smart. Got a great basketball IQ. And then we got I got a 7th grader that just came in this year, Kingston Murphy, and he gonna help he gonna help help the Kari a lot, a whole lot. He Rob Dillingham 2.0.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
I agree.
So you know, like he really gonna help. You know, I got some big boys that all I want them to do is rebound. That's all they need to do. You know, also Trey Johnson, Jaden Hughes, Ron Crawford, just to name a few of the 8th graders. We got 10 8th graders, so be better leadership this year than it was last year.
Right. So we're gonna get Coach Brian out of here. You know, what you want to be able to sit down and talk to him, you know, and let him have his moment before he's running all over the place, y'all. I mean, this is a great production they got going on, man. They're gonna have video, they got pictures, you know, food, fellowship, you know. So really proud of my guy for putting on this right here, man, and wanted to make sure that we gave you your flowers.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man.
All right, come on.
All right.
All right, bro. All right. And we are back with 2 more of the 10 8th graders that I was telling y'all about. Again, y'all, like that's crazy. Like the 8th grade leadership, again, it should be through the roof. So I'm here with two of them. What's your name?
Eli Bostic.
What's your number?
12.
You got to look down, man.
Last year my number wasn't 12.
Oh, so you changed it up this year. So coming into this year, you was here last year, you know, so you was able to kind of experience. I mean, y'all was really good last year. What's some things that you remember from last year, and what are some things that you're looking forward to this year being 8th grader?
Going undefeated again in the against all the Mary County schools. Winning the Mary County championship.
Yeah. So that's what you're trying for this year as well. Run it back. All right, and then we're gonna pass it down and go ahead and introduce yourself.
Trey, number 2. Number 2.
You tried not to. And so you coming, so it's gonna be a little different for you this year. So you coming from EA Cox, you know, different school, different culture, and things like that. So coming from last year to this year, like what's some differences that you are already feeling, and kind of what's your expectations this year?
That we're gonna have a good team this year. We gonna win the championship, and I'm a score buckets and stuff.
So you coming in to deliver. Pick it up. I got you. You got that foot heel, we ready to go? All right, man. Again, y'all, boom. Eli, Trey, 8th graders, both of them gonna have a big impact this year. Again, y'all are seeing the depth that this Whitthorne middle school basketball team is gonna have. I'm excited to see them play. So appreciate it, guys. Thank you. All right. Back on the corner again with Whitthorne Middle School Media Day. This right here is 3 of the 10 8th graders that they got. So they're gonna have some veteran leadership that comes on this team. But also with these 2 right here, y'all looking at these boys, it's making me look small. Ironically, this is gonna be the first year that they play ball. So I'm gonna let them introduce themselves.
My name is Jackson.
What grade?
8th grade.
What number?
Number 20.
How long you been playing ball?
This is my 3rd year.
My name is Logan Martin. I'm in 8th grade. I'm number 30, and this is my first year playing basketball.
My name is Tashawn Wade, number 21. I'm in 8th grade. This is my 2nd year playing basketball, but my 1st year playing middle school ball.
All right, so I'm gonna bring it back over here. So with you playing last year, you know, I mean, y'all were successful. I mean, y'all had a squad. So coming into this year, y'all lost a good little bit. But again, I've been into practice. I see that y'all still got the talent that's needed to be a good contending team. So with that being said, what do you feel is gonna be keys this year to y'all success that y'all are gonna have? I'm speaking into existence.
I think that we just need to play complementary basketball, pass the ball around, get open shots, be selfless, be leaders out there, show everybody what we can do. We need to get rebounds. Y'all big men down there, y'all need rebounds, and we'll get the ball down to y'all. Y'all need to make good moves, and if we all just play complementary basketball, we can win for sure.
That's what I like to hear right there. All right, so now coming into this year, what was your thought when Coach came up to you and was like, hey man, I need you to play basketball?
I was thinking that this is going to be a new experience because I'm not used to playing basketball. But then I was like, I'm gonna enjoy it, so I started playing.
And so I'm taking it you was a big key on the football team?
Yes.
Offensive lineman? I
Yes,
believe
sir.
both of you, was you offensive lineman? A deep running back? Daggone. So coming into this season, something totally new to you. What is your take coming into this season of what you're expecting, the season to kind of run like?
I think we're gonna be a good team this season. I think we're gonna be able to beat some good opponents if we lock in and do what we need to do.
All right, pass it down. All right, so sitting here again, coach comes up to you, hey man, I need you on this basketball court. What was your thoughts in that moment when you was like, okay, let me give this a shot?
I was just thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. My whole family has a history of playing basketball. I kind of want to carry that legacy on. So I just say, I'll run with it. I got in shape for it. I look at stuff from my position, how to get better. What I do is catch rebounds because that's what I've been trained to do. That's what I've been learning to do. So that's all. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Well, I can say, y'all, the practice that I came to, man, and I've seen each of them play. They all three of them totally stood out to me. There's no way that they're not going to be keys to the success, of this basketball team. So I appreciate you three stopping by, giving me a little bit of your time, doing the media day, and much love and success to y'all this season. All right, sure. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all, we back on the corner with special guest, Mr. Mulder, Mayor Mulder, Chaz Mulder. How's it going, man?
I'm good, man.
Good to have you on, man.
Thank
It's
you.
been a long time coming.
It has been.
Man, it's interesting to meet you in this arena because when I think about it, this is about the time we kind of got to know each other over in Little League Baseball at Columbia American. If I remember, BFW?
That's right.
The BFW,
That's
BFW
right.
Tennessee Tower robbery.
See, you remember that because I dominated.
You was the man. I can't lie. But man, how's it going, man?
I'm good. And it's just so cool to be back in an environment with you like this. And Courtney, you probably don't realize this, but somebody that I always looked up to was your dad.
Yeah.
And when he spoke on the baseball field, you listened to him.
Yeah.
And he was a good man, and I know he'd be proud of you and all you're doing, and I'm excited to be able to come back and connect with you in this way.
I appreciate it, man. So, being around the community, man, I mean, you've seen a lot of things happen, over these last few years where you've kind of been at the helms, man. Kind of give me your thoughts on, now we're sitting here at a media day, for middle school with a lot of things going on. Kind of what's your take on it?
Well, I'll tell you what, when I was in school here, we didn't have something like this. And so I think that these kids are really fortunate to get exposed to a media day that, would rival any kind of, college type of media day. And just to have that exposure is so cool. And Columbia has a lot of things going for it right now. I mean, you talked about there's a lot happening in Columbia. Right. And growing up here and having the chance to serve as mayor, but also not just being a mayor, being a dad.
Right.
And so I have a sixth grader on the basketball team here. I have a ninth grade girl at Central, and then a third grade girl at Woodard. And so I'm in the thick of it. These are the time of our lives, and to be the mayor at the same time, I feel like I bring a little bit of a unique perspective to it. Because generally mayors of Columbia have been older, and and I'm in the middle of just life with kids, and so it's a cool time to be mayor of your hometown. That's for sure.
Yeah. And I mean, you're doing a great job. Of course, we're gonna always be biased to you growing up with you, knowing really who you are. And I mean, there's some things, there's some tough decisions that you have to make. You know what I mean? That won't make everybody happy. I mean, but I think we call that life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But again, man, you're doing an amazing job, man. And it's good to see you be able to be in this element. This was us. Now we're parents with all of the kids running around. I have a junior in high school. And so it's just like, man, this is a amazing time to be alive.
It is.
Because we're going from the kids to the uncles.
That's right. That's
you know what I mean? So, is there anything that you want to shout out that you got going on, or anything that you want to?
Well, I'll just go back to again the best part about being the mayor of Columbia is growing up here and having lifelong friendships and being able to interact with folks. And like you said, not every decision that I make is going to always be popular. You can look on social media and see, people always have an opinion, but that's a good thing.
Yes.
I want people to have opinions.
Right.
I think we're a better community when we have a mixture of opinions and ideas and realize we might not agree on everything, but on the important things, like supporting the Whitthorne Tigers basketball program or other schools in our community. The future of our community is really where things are the most important investment. And I grew up here, as did you, Courtney, and we were really fortunate to have a lot of people who believed in us, who are responsible for where we are today. And I think our obligation as we sort of mature into older age is to make sure that we're mentoring young people so they'll be able to look back and say, you know what, Courtney English and Chaz Mulder are a reason I'm here today. And so it's just an honor to be the mayor. It's an honor to be here, and I appreciate you having me on.
Most definitely, man. Again, y'all, the mayor. We're going to call him the mayor, Chaz Mulder.
I like it.
We appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. We're back on the corner with the Corey, 8th grade, Whitthorne. I'm going to go ahead and say it because y'all know I don't care. He's going to be the man this year. So coming back off of last year, you had Maury, King, all of them that you played with, that you kind of, I won't say took the back seat to, but you was more of a role player. So this year you're going to be the man. How do you feel coming into that role?
I'm excited. I feel like it's going to be way more fun. And our team's still not bad. We got a lot of good pieces. So I feel like we'll be good this year.
Be good to go. So what's your mentality coming in as a leader? So what are you trying to pass down, to your teammates to make sure that everybody is focused and ready, for the season?
I feel like we all should just have the mentality just to go out and win. Play our best and just make sure that we ain't playing around and just make sure that our defense is good, mainly. That's like the best part of our game.
Yeah.
Our defense and our athleticism.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's gonna help us out a lot.
Gotcha. What do you feel is your strongest attribute as a player?
I feel like I'm the best at scoring the ball and I can guard most positions in the game.
Yeah, because you got that long wingspan like your daddy. Put them arms out. Look at that, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. But so man, what's one thing is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to or salute to, as you go into this season?
Just my family, man. They helped me through a lot.
Yeah, and everybody know your family. If any family gonna support, it's your family. But man, we appreciate you giving us a little time doing your media day, man. Best of luck this season, man. Go out there and kill it. All right. Yo, we are here again with my guy King, 7th grader, transferring in. Was at BGA last year. Didn't play, so now he's finna get his first taste of middle school ball. And I mean, just to be real with you, because I seen him up at the UAW hall on the courts all the time playing ball. My man, he can go. He can go. He's gonna be a big piece to kind of fill in with some of the losses, scoring wise that Whitthorne had from last year coming to this year. So King, what's up, man?
What's up?
You good?
Yeah.
So coming into this year, your first middle school season. Kind of what are your expectations for the team and also for yourself, with the upcoming season?
Just to lead the team, and we're trying to win the championship.
What do you feel are some of your strongest attributes that you're bringing to the team?
IQ. I just know the game. So that's about it.
Yeah. What are you looking forward most to coming into this season?
A winning season.
Yeah.
A winning season. I want to win.
So, also, I mean, it just be real. I'm gonna be real. You and the card. I mean, y'all gonna be a strong 1-2 punch. I know y'all haven't played with each other much, but how do you feel that y'all chemistry are, and how y'all gonna feed off each other?
We're gonna be tough together. The backcourt's gonna be big. I feel like we're gonna ball out. Yeah. It's our first time playing with each other. I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So y'all, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be a very vital part to the success of Whitthorne Middle School basketball this year. Like I said, my man, he can get buckets, he can go. I'm not trying to pump his head up too much, you know what I mean? But I'm excited to watch him play, and everybody that we've interviewed today, man, I'm really looking forward to it. So, boom, Kinfolk Korner, player interviews, we're out. Appreciate it, homie. Y'all, we got the one and only Dan McEwen stopping by the corner to give us a little interview. Mr. Dan, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm just glad you're not posting me up right now. That's the last memory I have.
It's great. Hey, y'all, I mean, I'm telling you, man, I know it's been a while ago, but every Sunday, it seems like around 11, 12 o'clock, we would start stretching. I mean, you know, we ain't even at the gym yet. I just, all of us getting together, man. You talking about some epic battles. 15 minutes and 45 seconds for 4 quarters of just grueling basketball like we don't have to go to work in the morning. Man, it was just some, you know, when I think back to those times, man, what do you think about that, man?
Well, honestly, that was some of my favorite days.
Yes.
And and how I met you.
Yeah.
You know, we would go to Riverside.
Right.
In the afternoon.
Yep.
No, wasn't married yet.
Yep.
Didn't have any kids.
Right.
You know, get off work, go get a Gatorade, head to Riverside. Yep. It was amazing.
It was.
And it was competitive.
Yeah.
And that's really where I met some of my good friends.
Right.
You know,
right.
I mean, that's where like I became like, that's honestly the first time I really felt like I was part of Columbia, because I didn't grow up here.
Right,
you know?
right.
And so that was like the first time, and that's why I'm sitting here today, honestly, with Black Jeremy.
Right.
You know,
right,
like,
exactly.
Starting out, going to Riverside and hooping, and then after that, well, I might take somebody home, or we might go riding around and go get something to eat. And here we are now that we're grown men, trying to help these kids.
Exactly.
You know, I mean,
exactly.
So it's good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. You know, you know, I tell people all the time, man. You know, and it's something that I really hope that this generation kind of gets back to is the out-of-school basketball games, the Riversides, the CAs on Saturdays, Sundays, man. Because again, not only is it good basketball, but you meet good people, you create good friendships, great memories. You know, I mean, you know, sometimes sitting out there on the steps for 30 minutes an hour because we can't make it to our car.
Exactly. Exactly.
But again, it's just been a great time, you know. So a lot of y'all know Dan around the community. Dan has done a lot of great, amazing things, you know, for this community, you know, with giving back. And, you know, I always joke with people, I feel like Dan owns 95% of Columbia through McEwen Group.
I don't know about that, but, you know. Yeah.
So Dan, what do you got going on these days, man?
Man, well, I mean, Lucy and I have been married 12 years.
Oh,
I got four babies, 10, 8, 6, and 3.
Yeah.
You know, and so, but I'm passionate about basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, like outside of my family, which my family's a big part of basketball, and outside of my work, like I'm always trying to find ways to create community around basketball.
Right.
And this is ground zero right here.
Exactly.
I mean, with Thorn, the program here, and how good it has been and can be and is, it's just a special place. I mean, it's a special place. And that's why I love being, you know, being a part of it as much as I can.
Right.
And it's awesome to see, you know, at this point, we're in our 40s.
Yeah.
Like, it's time for our generation to step up.
Yeah.
Because if we don't do it,
who's going to do it?
Ain't nobody else going to do it. You know?
Right.
And so I just think Columbia can be a special basketball community.
Yes.
And it's a special community in a lot of ways, but I really feel like Columbia can be a basketball powerhouse.
Yeah.
And I just want to see it get closer and closer. And not that it's not, but I just enjoy, I want to help make it as good as we can.
Right.
You know? And so that's so I'm really grateful to see you and all these guys because, you know, that's so important with a program to have good men and women around it.
Right.
And that seems to be happening with Thorn, which is cool.
Right.
Yeah.
As I said, man, you know, you think back in our times in middle school, man, we didn't have bright lights sitting in front of us. You know, we didn't have, you know, videographers over here, you know, camera lady over there, great food, you know what I mean, to go in as well, you know. So being able to make these kids excited, you know, give them something that's similar to a college media day or these pro media days that you see, you know, to really like show them, and hopefully they appreciate it, you know, because again, the only thing we can do is give them the tools, you know what I mean, and then just kind of show them how to use it. But we do, like you said, we got to step up and we got to be the ones to show them, you know, how to use it.
And what I see here and what I've seen over the years, a lot of good kids.
Yes.
There's a lot of good kids.
Yes.
And these boys they play hard, what I've seen, they're working hard.
Right.
And so it's up to us to guide that
Yeah.
in a good direction because we've got extremely good kids here.
Right,
And
right.
that's so cool.
Right. And then too, teaching them the on court, but also off the court too.
Absolutely.
Because again, you talked earlier, about, understanding where you want to go, and to get there, you have to have structure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And y'all, probably by the time we do this interview, he's gonna be giving a speech, kind of talking to the kids and kind of giving them, a couple cheat codes to life. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have a snippet of that following this right here. So
thank you.
Dan, I don't want to hold you too long, man. You can talk forever.
Brother.
We
Good
appreciate
to
you
see you. I
stopping
wanna
by,
come
man.
back and talk more.
Oh no, most definitely. We'll have your own episode.
Well,
All
let's do that.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it, y'all. Thank you, bud. Thank you, man.
All right. Everything that happened today because of him. All right. We're gonna talk to y'all just for a little bit. Y'all give him utmost respect. And he got it. Take it over.
All right. What's up, y'all? Good to see y'all, man. Man, y'all are in such a good place. This is like a legendary place to play basketball. Do y'all know that? Like how many ballers have come through here and how much talent has come through here? It really is a special, special place to play basketball. But I just want to talk to y'all about a couple things. I played college basketball, and my best friend got the NBA. So I watched it, and I made a lot of mistakes. I did some things right, and I just wanted to tell y'all a couple things that I wish I knew when I was your age, all right? Number one, y'all hear that term, he got that dog in him, or man, he's got the motor, all right? So I've coached a lot of basketball. Hugh, I know you've heard this a few times. But I've coached a lot of basketball, and it seems to me that some kids just have that, and some don't. And I've been trying to figure out, well, why doesn't everybody have that? Or what's up? And what I figured out is it's up to you to turn it on in your brain, all right? Everybody has got that dog, all right? Everybody has got the motor, but you got to turn it on. And you know where you turn it on? You know what he's going to notice? Is on defense. That's where, if I'm in the 6th grade right now, 7th grade trying to get minutes, you're gonna get it on defense. Who's gonna dive on the floor? Who's gonna take a charge? Who's gonna go after every loose ball? Who's gonna come up and rip it out of this dude's hands? Who's gonna do it? That's the dog. It happens on defense. And so where you can develop it is every time down defense. If I'm Fletcher, 6th grade, trying to get a minute in a game, I'm slapping the floor, doing everything I can to play the hardest defense possible, all right? And that is what the coach is gonna notice. He's not gonna notice the one bucket you might get. He's gonna notice how hard you're playing on defense. And that's where you can develop the dog that you gotta have to get to the next level, all right? Second thing, this is not for everybody, all right? But I'm just gonna be real with you because I watched my next door neighbor go to the NBA. And I watched what he was doing that nobody else was doing, all right? And if you're gonna be truly special at something, and it really doesn't matter whether it's playing the piano, whether it's selling real estate like I do, or whether it's being a hooper like you boys are right now. You're gonna have to do things other people are not doing. And here's what I think other people are not doing. I don't think people are planning and making a plan to be the best, okay? So this is what I mean by this. So Kingston, do you have a planner at home? You got a planner you write all your things down in? You Craig, you ain't got a planner. You got a planner at home where you write everything down? I don't think many people do, okay? I definitely didn't when I was in 8th grade. What I think y'all wanna think about, if you wanna be elite, you're gonna have to make a plan. And I brought the 8th grade kids a planner today. I'm gonna give you a planner. And you're gonna have to write down, here's when I go to school, here's when my practices are, here's when my games are, and you're gonna find little gaps in your schedule. And in those gaps is when y'all gotta do something that nobody else is doing. Which, in my opinion, if I have potential to be special, all of you do, you need to wake up earlier than what the kids in Spring Hill are waking up. and you need to wake up 30 minutes earlier and hit 50 shots before you go to school. And the only way you're going to do that is plan. And you're going to have to write it down and say, okay, Tuesday morning, Friday morning, Sunday morning before I go to church, I'm going to make 100 jump shots. And the only way you do that consistently is write it down and plan it. And it goes through anything in your life. You want to go to the NFL, you want to be the best singer in the world, whatever. You got to put the extra work in it. Extra work. Every 8th grader, 7th grader, 6th grader comes to practice, plays hard, and then goes home. So what are you going to do different? That's how you'll become elite, okay? Man, y'all, one more thing is just enjoy this season. When you're your age, when you're in middle school, you just want to get to high school. When you're in high school, you just want to get to college. When you're in college, you just want to go to work. Then when you get old like me and look back, you just want to enjoy that moment. So you're in 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. It is so fun. Enjoy it. Stay as a team, and y'all are going to be very good. So who's in the 8th grade? All right. It's a planner. It is a planner. You got to write it down. You got to come up with your plan when you're going to put the extra work in. If you don't write it down and plan it, it ain't going to happen consistently. You got to be consistent. All right? You got to be consistent. So I got 3 more. I'll bring you 3 more. All right? You got to write it down every week. And you got to figure out the times when you're going to put that extra work in, all right? And if you learn how to plan in your life, you're going to be good at anything you want to be at, all right? Good to see y'all, man. I'm so proud of y'all, all right? Go get it. Yes.
Yo, finally. Well, I say once again because we did have the round table.
Yeah, the round table.
We had the round table. But y'all, we got our guy, Mr. Derry, Minister Preacher Walker.
Not the minister.
On the cab. What's going on, partner? How you doing, man?
Nothing much, man.
Good to see you, man.
It's a good Sunday.
So, man, what you got going, man? What do you think about this new arena that we're in, man? Where we got the multimedia media day going on for our youth, man, at the middle school level.
Well, I think it's great. I think with the media, it gives them insight of what's going on when they get older. Right. Like when you're about to sign with a college, it gives you an opportunity to understand what it's going to look like if you sign into a college and you're a big prospect and everybody want to take a picture, everybody want to get an interview. And it's just a good practice, right? And not just with players, but coaches too.
Right.
So
as you know, we've been hooping with Coach Brown almost really ever since we can remember, man. And just kind of give me your thoughts on, or give him his flowers on what you think that he's done with this program, going into year 2, and kind of the expectations coming into this year.
Oh, well, let's start off with giving flowers, right? So let's say Jeremy's been doing a great job developing players where they can go to the next level, next to the high school. So he's been doing a good job of encouraging players to be themselves, but also follow a foundation of what he said. Right. And also, he's very tight-knit when it comes to grades or behavior. I've never had a situation where he had to sit a player for behavior or grades. So he's doing a absolutely fabulous job in that aspect. As far as coaching, he's did an awesome job of what he's been given.
Right.
He had a lot of people that left,
and
he's now got to come up with a way to do the same thing he did last year. So he's a great coach, a great person, and I'm looking forward to see what he does this year.
Right. Because like you said, I mean, he lost a lot last year.
Yeah.
He lost a lot. A couple 6-footers, the more general. You know what I mean? Like, he lost a lot. But again, I've been talking with the young men, and you got the Korner who's been playing up with those guys, and now it's his time to step in and lead the team. Like you said. And kudos to Coach Brown. I wasn't talking about nicknames right now. We're going to keep it professional. Because also, too, with that much leaving, along with one of them being his son, it could have been easy for him to step down this year.
Right.
But to come back and still, give his time, give his effort, dedication to this program, picked up a couple of big football boys, that's going to be down there. that's gonna beef them up a little bit. You know what I mean? So like you said, man, I just want to take our time. You know, like I said, this being one of our guys who, you know, we grew up with a long time. I know y'all talk pretty much every day, and I jump in when my schedule allows. You know what I mean? Just wanted to give him his flowers. So, my guy, what you got going on?
Right now, I'm just to be perfectly honest, I'm just trying to make sure I'm available for the community, right? So if there's something like today going on, I want to be present to give everybody support, anything they need. You know, right before I got here, I told Jeremy, if you need something, call me before I get here so I can drop and get it. Besides that, I'm just living life, right? I'm enjoying what's going on. Wish I could play basketball now, but certain stages won't let me. So besides that, man, you know, I think I got a purpose. I just got to find it. Right. And it might be coaching, but right now it's not because I don't have the time to do so. But in the near future, I hope to get into coaching.
Yeah, I mean, you was in league coaching the year for about 3-4 years in a row there for a while, man.
I was, and I was proud of it. But you know, it's time. I see where you got to make a step to move to the next level, and I haven't did that yet. So I think that would be the next step. Not as a head coach, but probably assistant coach, and then work my way up. I don't think anything's given to you. I think you need to earn it. If you was given something that you didn't earn, by the time you realize how serious it is, it's too late. You lose your job.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. Well, my guy, man, what you want to get you on, man? Appreciate you so much, man.
Before we go, I'm gonna say, what's up, Sydney? Shout out to you. I don't want to, you know, it's your platform. Want to holler at you. Y'all doing a good job and looking for more episodes. I am encouraging Tane to give me some more daily takes on what he think about the world. But
yeah, man, I'm gonna jump in on that. Clap it up. Yeah. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Chill on the corner with us as we get into this and do this. Blooper, messed up right there. Dealer just pulled the City Dean. Dean, that was for you. But we can.
To the west, to the east, from my getting money out here grinding in the street in my city.